Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I want to welcome you inside the Teddy Bear's Tree. I'm Rasheem Dixon, and I hope that you're having a wonderful Saturday. I know that my Saturday is going real good so far. We are a few weeks away from Election Day. There's a lot going on across the country. There's a lot going on right here in our own neighborhoods. And I'm happy on today because I have Miss Kee Kee Dee. She's going to be here with me here in the Teddy Bear's Tree. And matter of fact, I have her here right now. Miss Kee Kee Dee, how you doing?
Hello, what's up? What's up? How
So
y'all doing?
I understand that today is also your birthday.
Yes, today is my birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to you. Happy
Thank you.
birthday. You doing
Thank you.
anything special for your birthday?
Well, actually, I am visiting one of my very dear friends, my sister girl. So I am in Dallas, Texas right now. So I'm streaming live in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be hanging out here with the Texans for my
So
birthday.
Dallas is my second home. Are you over in North Dallas, the North Dallas
Yes,
side?
I am in North Dallas, actually, in a town called Capel.
Okay, yeah. Stay away from Oak Cliff, South Dallas, and all of that. It's definitely not where you want to be. So
Mm,
I know that you there's some good restaurants there in Dallas though. Some great
okay.
restaurants. Make sure you grab some of that barbecue. Don't get
Yeah,
away
that's a good
don't get away
recommendation.
from there without getting some of that barbecue and one of those loaded baked potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
so
Also with that good food.
so I know that you do a podcast.
Uh-huh.
Tell us about that.
Well, actually, it's something that I'm working on. Um, it's called Let's Stir the Pot. And if anyone knows me, they know that I am a pot stirrer. I scratch the surface of everything. I don't take anything for face value. So, I designed a group, I developed a group. It's a Facebook group called Let's Stir the Pot, where we discuss all types of topics,
Mhm.
things that are controversial. I like to stir up controversy. Like I like to ask the questions or, pose the in situations that make you think. So I
Right,
like to
right.
think, and I like to make people think. So I'm a pot stirrer. So that's what I do.
I feel you. I feel you. So let me ask you this now. What tell me more about Kiki. Like I know you have a lot of entertainment background with you.
Okay.
Tell me more about you. Like what made you want to get into this field of entertainment and reality broadcasting? Because podcast is really nothing but a broadcast. So
Right.
what put this on you, man?
Well, I'm nosy as hell. I mean, I'm just nosy. I like to be all up in people's bed, and that's what I like doing. But seriously, since I was a little girl, like I was that kid that will watch Entertainment Tonight. Like what I'm saying, when anybody was watching something, I'm waiting for 7 o'clock to watch Entertainment Tonight. I've always been intrigued by celebrity news, celebrity gossip. When I was younger, I used to live in Bridgeport, and I wrote an essay for I believe it was for what was the essay about? Long time ago, but actually we went to the radio station like WEBE, I believe was the station back then. It was a Bridgeport base station. We took a field
Okay.
trip and we went there. And I kind of got the bug then. Like I always loved broadcasting. I'm very opinionated. I feel like sometimes people don't ask the right questions, and I'm like, I wish I was there because I'll ask that. That you missed the mark. I want to ask that. So, that's pretty much. And I have a big personality, so all of that together, I am walking entertainment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I see that you are very bubbly all the time. I catch you live sometime in the mornings and You're always bubbly. You always have a good word, and sometimes not always a good word, for certain
I get
people.
beat up quite often, you know.
Ah,
The brothers come for my neck. They come for me. They come for my throat and my neck. Yeah,
I
quite often.
feel you. So now let me ask you this. Okay, quick. Favorite movie?
Five heartbeats.
Five Heartbeats. Favorite scene
Hmm.
in Five Heartbeats?
Huh? How
Favorite
many times?
scene? Favorite scene?
Um, if the okay, my favorite scene was when I got two favorite scenes actually. One was when you remember when he was running, oh, what's his name? Oh God, I'm nervous, so I'm rambling. Eddie Kane. When he was running um from those from people from he was gambling and he
Uh-huh,
ran
uh-huh.
and he just grabbed the mic. That was my favorite scene. And then my second favorite scene was when they was throwing things at Choir Boy and he ran to the back of the stage. And that was another one. Choir Boy kind of took over. He did things. So those were two of my favorite scenes in that. But that's one of my favorite movies. I've watched it so many times.
Okay, favorite song of all time.
Actually, Change is Gonna Come by my Change is Gonna Come is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Favorite color?
Royal Blue.
Wow. I'm surprised you're not an Aquarius because that's my favorite color.
Oh,
I I like royal blue as well. Um, so you have anything coming up soon as far as I know with this COVID in place and everything, but is there anything that the people should look forward to real soon
well,
from Kee
actually,
Kee
there is
Dee?
something that I'm doing. Me and a friend of mine, another sister girl, Cache, Lady Cache, we are doing an event. We have your one of your counterparts, Lee. I mean, no, Lou would be
Lou,
one of the
okay,
comedians,
okay, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
doing it's a invite only event, but it's going to be an outdoor event. We hosted
Okay,
an outdoor event in the summer, so right now we're doing more of a fall type of event, and it's called the Comedy and Wings um the Comedy and Wings show. So basically what we're doing is we're going to have a wing bar where people are going to come and they can select some of the wings, and one of the caterer would be Fantastic Foods, who they have the best food, and you guys should look them up on Facebook, Fantastic Foods. So they will be catering the event, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some comedians that will be there, and a DJ, and it's an outdoor event. We're gonna be having like some fire pit stations out there, and we're gonna be serving hottie toddies with a little shot. So we just have
okay, okay,
we do events that we like to make an experience, so that when people come to our events, they don't just it's not you're not just going to a comedy show. You're gonna have a comedy experience. You're gonna remember it from the moment you coming to a backyard transformed into a stage, into an actual theme, because we have it themed. It's going to be an all black affair. So basically, bring out your
okay,
leathers, bring out your black, and come and lamp and support Lou. And we have Think Floyd. He's going to be one of the comedians that's going to be there as well. So
okay,
yeah, that's
okay,
the thing that's
okay.
coming up.
So am I invited?
You are absolutely invited. Let me go back. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
because I know
Bring
Lou had
it
been
up.
talking about a comedy show he had
Yeah.
coming up, but he didn't,
Hmm.
so yeah, I hope I could be there with
Yeah,
you.
your girl
And
Kiki D is behind that.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So other than that, man, I want you to enjoy your birthday
Thank
because
you. Thank you.
you are in Dallas, and I know I love Dallas. I moved to Dallas some years ago, and I worked at the great Kimball High School there in Dallas.
Okay.
Great set, great students from the school. You're gonna probably run into a lot of former NFL players too. If you go out, well, I don't know
Oh,
how they have the city set up.
are, are you sure?
I'm dead serious. Like
Some
there's a lot
NFL
of
players. Let
there's a
me
lot
get right.
of football players that live in Dallas. Yes, yes. A few
Well,
of them are my friends.
I got to get. let me put it together. You expecting, you gotta get it right. That's what, if I got opportunity, because I look at that opportunity. So
Yeah, I
let me.
feel you. I feel you. So now look, check it out. We got as you heard me say, we're not long away
Mhm.
from elections, right?
Mhm.
And we have these two gentlemen here who are running for
Mhm.
president, right?
Mhm.
And then we have these two individuals who are running for vice president.
Right.
Give me your take on that. How you feel?
Okay. So I'm gonna go with what has recently happened, and that's with the Ice Cube situation, right? So I'm just gonna start with that. Um, I think that this is a really tough call, because it's like you don't really have any candidate that's worth any damn thing. Between the four of them, like there's really neither is a good candidate. It's this is like the choices are almost where we were when it was him and Hillary. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's not different. And I really don't like Biden. I really don't like Biden. I'm not a Biden supporter. I think that Biden and the Democratic Party, they really do take African Americans for granted. They really do feel like our vote is a guaranteed vote, and they don't have to do anything but pander to us. They really do not have to actually, you know, they don't have to really do anything. Like they just, the audacity of Hillary to say, "I have hot sauce in my pocketbook," and think that that was something that was going to resonate with the African community.
Mm,
So it was like
mm.
the can we curse on this show?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
fucking nerve, bitch.
Yeah, nah, let go. Let go. I feel you. I feel you.
The nerve of you to think that you were going to tell me about your hot sauce, and that's going to make me give you my vote. And then for Biden, when he was challenged by Charlemagne the God, his answer was, "You're not black if you don't vote for Democrats." You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you could not answer what he was stating to you, but you only came back with that you're not black if you don't vote Democrat. Are you kidding me? And then now we got the idiot Puffy out here talking about civil war. Really, Puff? That's what we doing? Why don't you pay them people back the money you owe them first? You know what I'm saying? Because you got civil so don't come
Ah,
over here trying to tell folks about no damn civil war. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking
right,
about.
right, 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 right.
Like he is inciting, because even though he is from our era, there are young people that really look up to him and think that he is the epitome of black excellence. You get what I'm saying? And when you have
Correct.
someone like that stating that it's a civil war if we don't vote for this perverted ass Biden who like rubbing on little girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then we have, although Kamala, his running mate, a lot of people are against her policies when it came to when she was the district attorney, right? Was it in New
Correct.
Jersey that she was? She was a district attorney, and a lot of people were incarcerated behind her
Once
recommendations.
that
Okay.
was California.
California. My bad, guys.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I am
yeah,
not
yeah.
perfect. But
That's
um,
right. It's your birthday. She could be wherever you want her to be from on today.
with Kamala, I have this like I have two things. Now I do think that she could, okay, she had a job to do, right? And we all go to work and we all want to put forth our best effort at our employer. Okay. When we
Hmm.
most people, they go to work, they want to present the best. They want to be they are a team player. They work for
Right.
that company, that organization. And Kamala, the organization she worked for was actually the state of California, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we all know that imprisonment is now become a commodity, because keeping people in prison has become, it's like it's traded. You get what I'm saying? Like people keeping people in jail is a commodity. We're no longer people. We are now a commodity, just how slavery started, where you know how the entire thing started with stocks and bonds. It all started with slavery. So you know, I understand Kamala's stance in doing her job. I get that because we want to do our job and we want to do due diligence when we are doing that job. But I do
Mm-hmm.
think she could have, you know, she had the law in her hands and she could have used it to be more of a benefit and to rehabilitate the people that were imprisoned for long sentences versus having so many people in prison. I'm not really a fan of Kamala either, but I'm not going to crucify the woman for doing her job. That was her job. I mean, we all go to work, we all got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as the idiot to the left, you know, the first time I heard him talk was when he went against her. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just a figure. He really, to me, doesn't really have much substance, in my opinion. And that is my opinion. Now,
Wow.
when we talk
Okay.
about
Okay.
now Trump, um, a reality TV star was elected to be the president of the United States. We have to remember, this man is a reality TV star. This man has had his entire life handed to him. This man has always been in a sheltered, controlled environment. He does not know what it is to be with the real regular folks. You get what I'm saying? So he's an idiot. We all know that. Like, you know, why are people ever surprised at what comes out of his mouth? You got a person that has never had to hear no. You have a person that has been in an environment where people have catered to him his entire life.
So let me ask you this suggestion. Let me ask you this. What do you think should take place? Like, as far as, do you think elections should continue after this?
It's like
I
it,
mean, there has been some who has said, like, do away with a United States president. Like,
mhm.
just do away with it. You know.
And then what do we have left?
And I guess we will basically have the government of the state, which means the
Do we want the
people.
government governing us like that? They're already in our business enough. Do we really want them to have full access to run everything that we do, though?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
Okay.
is basically your state basically controlling everything. So instead of a
Hmm.
federal government no longer basically exists as far as a president or anything like a congressman or anything like that. Or
Hmm.
maybe touching their salaries, maybe. I really believe that, me personally, I think I don't think that a congressman, a senator, or anybody of that stature should be paid for serving in that capacity. What I do believe is that you should work a regular job, and if that's something that you feel that you want to do, then you get voted into that
Hmm.
position, and you get voted into that position based off of the fact that now we do see your character. You're not
Right,
getting money for that. You see what I'm
right.
saying? Like, and that's what I personally believe. I believe our dollars could be generated so differently versus putting it into somebody's pocket that's not making good decisions for the country at
Mhm.
all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I just don't get that. Like, why do you have to pay somebody to make bad decisions? When do we get to know the contract and say, wait a minute, you're making bad decisions, and we just don't feel as American people we should have to pay you. You see? So, I mean, and in all honesty, that's where it starts at. I personally believe you hit
I have
some
to agree with that.
you hit somebody in their pocket, and I guarantee you they'll make decisions that's good for the people.
That's absolutely true. Like you can't go to a job back and do a subpar job and expect to get paid. You know what I'm saying? You can't even expect to keep that job because
Right.
9 times out of 10 they'll fire you and replace you with someone else.
Quick,
So
quick,
you
fast,
know,
and in a hurry.
and then you have the presidents. They basically we the people take care of them for the rest of their lives, them and
Right.
their family members, and we take care of the Senate too, right? Everyone in
Right.
Congress gets basically tax
Right.
dollars paid for
Yep.
them for the rest of their lives,
Their kids go to college for free.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we the people struggling, got
Right.
and that are working regular 9 to 5s, you
Right.
know. Yeah,
So
so I mean,
you get what I'm saying.
yes,
Like,
I do.
I personally believe in a democracy that if it's going to be a democracy, how do you pay somebody for being liberal? How do you pay somebody for being a good person? Or that just comes natural.
It should.
And I personally believe sometimes money that's on the table for certain things, it does cloud people's judgment. And people should start doing time for the money that they're taking under the table from these lobbyists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, but this is what we're dealing with. And if you do research on all of these people that we have just talked about, they all hold stake in some kind of uh company
The
that has.
capitalists, right?
There
Mm-hmm.
you go. There you go.
Because
So
don't they have an organization that business owners like that the don't they have an organization that helps to write laws that they give to the lobbyists that they become laws? Like oh
yes,
God, what is it called? ABCO or something like that?
I believe
That
so.
they
Yes.
basically these business organizations, these CEOs, these CFOs, um, are able to go and meet with the senators and the congressmen, and
Mm-hmm.
they sit and they discuss with them laws that they, things that they want to implement that ends up
Mm-hmm.
becoming a law. Like, how is the CEO of Pepsi going to be able to make a law that becomes law for the governing the bodies of this country? Like, how is that?
Well,
And,
it's all about money. It's all
right, and
about
every
money.
law that they suggest is a benefit to their organization and not a benefit
Right.
to the American people.
Right.
They need to take
Yep.
that
Yep.
entire organization out because that is not
Right.
helping us. So why do we even have that as being part of our system? It shouldn't even be in our
Well,
system. That should be
I'm a tell no, 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 no. I'm gonna tell you, it's not that it shouldn't be in the system. It's the fact that many of us have not taken advantage of forming our own groups and starting to write our own laws and try to implement them and put them into place. Many of us have not joined together into little, whether it's 10, 20 people, and saying, look, we are going to sow a seed of $100 maybe a month into
mm-hmm.
this kitty, and maybe over the course of a year, now we've built up this money, and we can literally go sit down with a congressman and say, these are some of the things that we want to change in our community. And another thing is, we don't support certain things. Like, I'm gonna tell you why it's easy for one of us to get caught up in the game of becoming a capitalist as well, because I walk in that room alone. I don't go in that room with my brothers and my sisters. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? When I'm with my brothers and my sisters, it's the fight. But then when I walk in that room, I'm by myself. And when I go in that room and they pull out that checkbook, you see what I'm
Right,
saying? But now, at the end of the day, when you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other people standing behind you, it's kind of hard to shake that faith when,
right.
you're not going to just, if you're going to pull out that kind of money, you're going to pull out that kind of money for who? The whole community, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, we get stuck in a lot of these meetings by ourselves. And a lot of the people we have chosen to be in these positions, we've seen a long time ago. We seen a long time ago what they actually were, but we just chose to stick with them. I mean,
Right. Why in our community are celebrities our representatives? Why are they our speaking points? Like, just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean that you have knowledge in what you speak of. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
cannot just, I mean, like our community needs to have real leaders. Our leaders shouldn't be the likes of a Jay-Z or a Diddy. Those should not be our leaders. Those are capitalist men. They are in it. They have companies. They have businesses. Their bottom line is to make money. So why are they the mouth the speaking pieces for the rest of us? Because we are not in the same level that they are in. Like we
Well,
need in our community,
I,
I feel like
from
we need
from
more better leaders.
from what I see is just about every leader wants to be paid.
Right.
I'm sorry, like that is the right now. That's the biggest payout. If I could speak eloquently and I could get you on my team, the next thing I'm gonna do is pass the collection plate, and
Right.
that's what everybody's doing. You see what I'm saying? I hate to knock my break. Yo, real talk. I was the biggest fan of Umar Johnson at one time.
Oh,
I really liked what he was talking
right.
until he did the reverse. Until he did the reverse.
Right.
Now everything is about money, and now he
What
call his own
school?
people. Y'all. I don't know. That school ain't open yet.
Right. And
That
wasn't
school
he
has not
asking
opened yet,
women to send him $20 or better?
and they did. They
Like, are
did.
you kidding me?
They did.
Seriously?
That school still do not exist in
Right.
Philadelphia to this day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
however, he has an awesome rhetoric.
Right.
Now, if we could find somebody with that same rhetoric who has some integrity, and at the end of the day, I really don't care about the payout. You see what I'm saying? That's what it really has to be about. I don't. Unfortunately, the person who has that kind of integrity, they will not actually make it in this society because they will be taken out. They're going to
What do you
take
think
them
of
out.
Ice Cube though? I think Ice Cube is kind of sort of, headed in that direction. I mean, because I was reading up how he presented his, you know, a lot of times we say we want certain things in our community, but we don't have a real plan of how and what it is that we really want. We just know that we're dissatisfied with the current state that we are in. But Ice Cube, he drew up a plan, an actual plan with demands of what he wants for the Black community, right? So he took his plan to the Democratic Party and they told him that they would look at it after they win the election.
Right.
So they are that convinced that they don't have to give a shit. I mean, they're that comfortable that they don't even feel the need to even meet with the man halfway to see what it is that he is talking about. They're that comfortable that Black people are going to hit that Democratic ticket for them, that they don't have to do nothing. Oh yeah, we'll get back to you on that once we get in office. You know what I'm saying? Then he takes that same offer um
Yeah.
to Trump, who, although we know Trump is an asshole, but he's willing to listen. He's willing to review it. Now, I am no Trump supporter, but the fact that the Democrats don't give a fuck about us that much should be an eye opener for the voters.
And they've
Because
showed it, and they've showed it time and
over
time
and
again.
over again, over and over again, time and
They
time
have.
again, time and time again. And I'm not saying that Trump is the answer because we are really in a really fucked up situation right now. But the fact that he was willing, whether he was doing it because he wanted to get his votes in, but let's just say, just humor me, right? Let's just say that he's pandering for our votes, right? And he takes into action, let's say Ice Cube gave him 10 things and he takes into action 5 and he implements them, right? We still benefit as a people. It's already implemented. And in order for you
Right.
to undo it, you have to go through the process to undo it. So once you do it, it's a process to undo. Get it?
Right.
So
Right.
we
Right.
just
Right.
put us in a position where we're not in the red, we're kind of in the black, right? So why wouldn't the Democratic Party, at least knowing the climate that we're in, knowing that, you know, there's a lot going on and a lot at stake, they should have at the very least, humored that man and listened to what he said. That the disrespect was so blatant. And to
Yeah.
me, that opened my eyes like, really? You know, really? So y'all really think y'all got it like that? You got it like that? That you don't even have to even
Just like that.
that you didn't have to hear anything. You know what I'm
Just like
saying?
that.
Like they, you
I
know, this
mean,
sounds like a toxic relationship.
I'm gonna be honest. I go by policy, man. I don't, you know, I gotta say maybe I am an independent because I don't, I just don't see myself with a party. I see myself with right and wrong. Period.
Right.
And in all honesty, Biden has never apologized. He said that the crime bill was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And they got that printed everywhere. Biden said that the crime bill was a mistake. However, he never said sorry for it.
Right.
And I think, like, I look at words, yo. I look at words because when you say the crime bill was a mistake, what you telling me? You didn't write that motherfucker fully effective to what you really wanted?
Well,
You
he
see what
needs to pander to us. He needs us now. You get
you see
it?
what I'm saying? But
Right.
but you have not yet said thank you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
haven't said I'm sorry. You haven't said you haven't really shown no remorse for that crime bill that you wrote, help write. You have not said sorry for your rhetoric of your children, you not wanting your children to be mixed in the jungle. You know,
But his son has a mixed child, right? Yeah.
well, now,
Right. But you
now,
know, they're not
now,
publicizing
now,
this little midget
hey,
he got.
Kiki, hold on. Let me tell you something. This is one thing my great grandmother used to always say. She used to always say, I love racist people my age. And I used to go, why? And she would go, because they always change down the road. And I go, how, Grandma? And she said, because they always end up with a grandchild that's me. She used to always say that. She would always say that. So
Yeah.
David Garcia, he checked in with us. He said both parties need to be reformed. We give them too much power. Both parties should be held accountable for their actions and jailed for illegal practices.
I agree. I don't dispute you on that. They're not
Yes,
exempt from being held accountable for the things that they've done. They're human. They make mistakes. And I think that being that they write these policies, they should be punished even more severe. Because isn't that
right,
like treasonous? Like, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right,
yeah, so I
right.
agree. I'm not disputing.
Well, you, I'm gonna be honest. You see it in government, you know, I mean, people can literally mess up big time and they never get fired, man. They get moved
Mhm.
into other positions out of
Right.
sight, out of mind, you know.
Well,
Um
that's like the Catholic Church.
yo, listen, hey, hey,
They don't
it's
go to jail. They don't get fired. They just go on to another church
to
to
another
terrorize
church.
more innocent children. So I mean,
Right.
this like these
Yep.
are this is the times in which we live. And they when you are in positions like that, you are protected, and there's a level of protection that will protect you all across the board,
Right.
whether you are in a
I
church
think
or
now I hope that parents are more very more alert. I can remember growing up as a kid, there was a lot of things that my mother would not allow me to go without her. Um, she did not care who was going to be there. You know, this celebrity going to be there, that celebrity. My mother didn't care. You know, when I
right.
was 12, 13 years old, it just wasn't happening, you know.
Mhm.
And however, you have parents out there who are looking for that big payout, man. Whether it's
Right.
for them, whether it's through their talent or whether it's through their child talent, they're looking for that big payout. And all I could say is, don't ever sacrifice a child's childhood for fame and entertainment, because it's
It
just
happens though.
it's really not worth it. It's not
No.
worth it, So David Garcia he says same thing with the police.
I think that, I don't agree with the defunding of the police. I do think they should reallocate the funds in better training for the police, right? I don't, because, if you take away the police, we do to an extent need the police in order to keep order. We
We
cannot live
do.
in a chaotic state. We can't. We need order.
Right.
And they need to just reallocate that money in invested in training. It's invested in training,
Better background checks.
and they need to do things in terms of like they need to do more of mental training too, like give them psychological training before you get them before you allow them to be police officers, because there's officers that we all know, and there's been jokes made that you get the guy that got beat up and bullied his entire life, and then he becomes a police officer and he's the asshole. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
they need to really implement those things like that. Like because those personality traits will come out. And if a person is showing you things like that, you don't want them to be an officer of the law. You don't want them
Right.
to represent you. But
Right.
the police are the biggest and the largest gang that we have ever seen in this country.
Right.
We
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about gangs. They are a gang, and they do stick with each other, and there is a code of blue, and we know that to be true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we know that to be true, regardless of people of individuality. We know overall they have a culture. There's a culture, like the judicial system. There is a culture. Like the culture is everyone's job is to either is to make the prosecutor's job easier. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody has a job when the prosecutor does their job.
Well, now hold on, Key. One thing I learned with with court is money talk, bullshit
Oh,
walk.
that too. When you ain't got money.
Yeah, money talk, bullshit walk with the court, and the problem is they really nab up a lot of people who just don't have no money.
Exactly.
That's what they do. So the people who pulling in millions, I guess that's just not worth any fun to pull them in, because they can.
Well,
I
look
don't
at
know.
Epstein. Did you know, like Epstein? Since we're talking about, people in jail and millions and billions,
Uh-huh.
Epstein before he died, like he was sentenced to a year, right? Or 14 months or some change when he went to jail before he committed suicide.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but Epstein he was allowed to leave the prison. He was on furlough, right? He left the jail every day from the morning to the night, and he basically slept there. So every morning he woke up, he got in his jets, he got in his fancy cars, he did all the things that he had to do. He had a regular life. He still went out pedophiling away, procuring more little girls, him and what's her name, Ghislaine, whatever her damn name is,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
while being property of the damn state. So money,
Yeah.
we all know that money is a wonderful tool because they use it to their advantage.
Yes.
I mean, like he's
Yes.
done so much shady shit, but who could go to jail and furlough and get in a jet and go to another country and come back at the end of the night talking about I'm home, honey,
Well,
I'm home.
did you hear that Trump? He said if he lose this presidency campaign, he said he's gonna have to leave the country.
He might want to get some fuel up in his jet.
Wait a minute though. My question is, How do you lead a country when you come out of office, more than like there's charges on you? The only reason the charges ain't been implemented is because of the fact that you are the president of the United
Right.
States. So how you gonna get on this jet and just lead a country?
Well, how did that playwright do it?
Do you ever think
Right.
one day? I mean, do you ever think one day it'll be like that for us too? Because I know they came down on Bill Cosby like a ton of bricks. They came down on R. Kelly like a ton of bricks. Anybody who probably meant something to the black community from 2017 up until now, they have
Well, do I think it's
basically,
ever gonna be like that?
huh?
You said, do I ever think we're gonna get it like that?
Like to where like we stand just as firm as them.
Did he go to jail yet?
No, no,
Okay. Any charges been pressed against him yet?
no.
Okay. So we've already had our one.
But once again, that's money though.
Right. But I mean, see, the ones that are out there doing it, they're not regular folks. It's not like you have a regular average person that's able to skate. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that we're talking about are influential, very powerful, rich people. Now, Bill Cosby's problem was he forgot. You know, Bill Cosby, I think me personally with the Bill Cosby thing is they really made him an example. Now, I do think Bill Cosby did wrong, but I'm also going to say that the culture in which, in the times in which the crimes were being done, right? What was this, like the 50s, 60s, when everybody
Mm-hmm,
was taking
mm-hmm.
Quaaludes, when everybody was dropping acid, when everybody was doing these kind of drugs, and a lot of those women said that they knew that he was doing that, and then you had one woman that he was date raping you for 7 years. Now you still on that? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how did that happen? I mean, 7 years, you keep going back, and then you said, do we ever have anybody? I mean, Russell Simmons proved he did it. Russell Simmons done. They tried to
Yeah,
get Russ. Russ is
yeah.
country too. He like y'all want. He's sitting in there, in his Indian stance. He like y'all motherfuckers ain't getting me. I'm out. I'll stream live for y'all. Y'all not
Yo, so Kiki, I'm glad that you have tuned in. What's your plans for the day? What are you gonna do there
well.
in my
Me
second home of Dallas?
No, well, we're gonna do some site. Well, she's working from home right now, so when she gets
Okay.
off, we're gonna do a little running around, and she's surprising me with a cool dinner. So I'm gonna be wearing my little sparkly little dress because I'm gonna be extra all day today. So just make sure y'all know I'm be extra. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be extra.
Okay, hold on one second. David, you should get your sound back. My man Dave said he lost sound. He said he's enjoying the convo.
Oh well, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that you are enjoying.
Nah, Dave said he lost some of his sound. Dave, pay that phone bill, man. Get that Wi-Fi right.
Black folk always want to blame it on the phone. Just call AT&T and give them that debit card number from
So Kiki, we are definitely going to chop it up.
All right.
Let's like I said, I know you got the stir the pot.
Yeah.
And you trying to get that rocking. We gonna definitely chop it up more about that.
Yeah,
And
I was actually, I'm in a process where I need help. So if you can
look, see, hold on, Kiki. See, I was right. I know about technology. All Dave could say was, "You funny, bruh. I'm back." See, that's it.
Little brother, no, you don't see trying to play you and things. I got your
He
back.
said, "I'm back." That's what I'm talking about. So I definitely want to chop it up with you more,
All
man,
right.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna definitely do some things together. This has
I would
been
love to.
dope. I was nervous
I think
about
so too.
doing this,
Me too.
but you made it so easy, so much
Oh,
fun.
Thank
And
you.
yes, you are exactly what you said you are. You said you have a lot of information and a lot to talk about. And I'm going to get you on again because I'm quite sure you're going to have more to talk about. So, Kee Kee, you got anybody you want to shout out right quick that's out there in that Facebook world doing it with us on today?
You know, get my microphone. A 1 2, a 1 2. I have to give a shout out to. Now, I like to give a shout out to my family. I love you guys, my children. I love you, my grandkids. Give a shout out to my girls. Oh, y'all know, I love y'all. I love y'all. I want to give a shout out to my girls, especially because no matter any endeavor that I have ever done, anything that I've ever done, I have had some loyal women that have held me down. And Nikki, Raina, Rachel, Tasha, Joy, Jesus,
Black Girl Magic. That's what I'm talking about.
wait, Danita, Christine, Camille. I hope I'm not missing anybody, but I just want you guys, you ladies, to all know that y'all held me down, and I love y'all for that. So yeah, thank you guys very much, bro.
Straight ladies
Thank you
love.
for
That's what's up.
being my friend.
That's straight ladies love. Straight
Yes.
ladies love. That's what's up. We need more of that in today's society, uplifting one another. Same thing with the brothers as well. We need to
Nope,
uplift
I
one
said Tasha.
another.
I said Tasha, Raina. Did I say Tasha, Raina? I want to make sure I get everybody because I want to be like, girl, you ain't even kidding me. What type of shit you on? Oh, and Michelle. I want to make sure I get my girl Michelle down south. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I get everybody. Because all these were a part of molding and shaping me. And of course, I cannot get off this stream without saying thank you, mommy, for, you were my first love. And so thank you for being my example of a woman. So, yeah.
So let me see. I got you, Dave. So big shout out to Harlem Lanes Radio along with Deuce Cap Radios. They in the building. That's my man
Okay.
Dave Garcia. And I went to a party with them, Kiki, in New York. They DJ. And listen. The fellas get it in on that mixing board. They do
Okay.
their thing. They do their thing. As soon as all this open back up.
Right.
Yeah, man. Have you been holding good through this though?
Well, I work from home. So,
Okay.
I'm in a house the majority of my life. So
Okay.
it's like, yeah, I'm
Okay.
good.
Okay. Okay. Well, Kiki, I want to thank you for joining me
Thank
on
you.
today. And like I said, we getting ready to chop it up.
All right.
We're gonna do some stuff together.
I
And
appreciate
to each and every one of you out there, this is Miss Kee Kee Dee. You can follow her here on Facebook. You can follow her on Instagram, I believe. Don't you got Snapchat too?
Diva. It's Kee Kee Diva on Instagram.
Kee Kee Diva on
Kee Kee
Instagram.
Diva on Instagram. And look for my group, Let's Stir the Pot.
Let's stir the pot. Yes, it is definitely. That group is hot, man. I laugh a lot, throughout my day, scrolling Facebook, and it's definitely
Thank you.
it's entertaining. I definitely enjoy it.
Thank
So,
you.
Miss Kee Kee Dee, once again, I want to thank you for joining me here on the
Thank you for
Teddy
having me.
Bears Treat. And
Yes.
I wish you a very happy birthday
Thank you.
and have a wonderful day in Big D, Dallas. That's right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Miss Kee Kee Dee.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, peace out, lady.
All right. Okay, bye.
Once again, I want to thank y'all for joining me here in the Teddy Bears Treat. That was my friend Kee Kee Dee. As you can see, she is a delight, always bubbly, funny as hell. And I'm gonna be bringing her back. I'm gonna be bringing her back again, and hopefully we could do some things with Let's Stir the Pot as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Dave, I want to thank you for joining me. I miss y'all, brothers, man. I'm ready to get back to New York and party with y'all, man. And so we also know that the 25th of October is the last of the Elks. And that is the last open mic jam session that'll be taking place. I will be hosting it. I want each and every one of you to come through and join the Intimate Encounter Band. They are looking forward to seeing each and every one of you. We have missed being there, but we will be back. That's Sunday, October 25th. Also, mark it on your calendar, Sunday, November 8th, starting at 8 p.m. Myself, along with the Intimate Encounter Band, will be at 50 Fitch in the city of New Haven. That's on 50 Fitch Street. Come on out. That will be an open mic jam session as well. Look forward to seeing each and every one of you. As I always say, I want each and every one of you to have a great, wonderful, prosperous Saturday. And until next time we meet, I'm Rasheem Dixon, and this is the Teddy Bears